first thing I want to talk a little bit about is the unique challenge of being a creator. So you may look at me, right, and you see me doing all these kind of fun, crazy things, whether it's giving speeches or the company that we have that does courses and a lot of social media stuff, or the book that I wrote, or whatever it may be, and think, oh, she's X. The truth is, I'm just like you. I'm a creator too. And it presents a really unique set of challenges, doesn't it? Because on one hand, I want to acknowledge the fact that you do what you do because of your heart, because of your soul. So do I. So do I. Yet, your business requires your brain. Your business requires your head. And I think for creators, even those of us that are extroverted by nature, that we tend to prefer to be behind the camera instead of in front of the camera. That we tend to prefer to be in the contemplation of doing our work, of you doing like what it is that our soul is calling us to do. And yet, when it comes to promoting your work, when it comes to marketing your work, when it comes to selling your work, when it comes to figuring out what the hell to focus on today, that's the head. And we're in this amazing battle at all times because we're such deep feelers that it exposes you, I think, even more acutely to anxiety, to self-doubt, to the imposter syndrome. Because if your work is also an expression of you, every time you're trying to sell it, you're putting yourself on the line. And so I totally get it. I totally get it. And you know, one of the major takeaways that we're going to talk about is this, that you can't choose how you feel. You just can't, okay? I'm going to give you an example. Where is Val? So now, Val, when I called your name, what was the first thing that happened in your body? How'd you feel?
Nervous a little.
Okay, now stop. Who else felt nervous? Raise your hand. Okay. How else did you feel?
I'm still feeling it a little bit.
What's happening in your body?
Just kind of a wash over me, like, oh my gosh, like I'm being singled out.
Uh-huh. Yes, I'm punishing you.
Yeah, it's okay.
The reason why I called on you is because I wanted to use you to help me illustrate a really important point. Things are going to happen in your life. In fact, they happen all day long. And you can't necessarily control what's going to happen in your life. Here's the other thing you can't control. You can't control the feelings that might rise up. Now, I want to qualify that statement because if you had the ability to quit your job and study meditation full-time, you could probably create the skills to control what feelings rise up. But most of us don't have that kind of luxury, do we? So it's a lot easier to understand that shit's going to happen to you. All right, we're allowed to swear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Guess it's too late. It's going to happen to you, right? Stuff's going to happen. And the feelings are going to rise up. And we spend a lot of our emotional energy dealing with feelings, especially as creatives, don't we? Can you relate to that? Raise your hand if you can relate to that. Yes. We're going to fundamentally alter how you view the world today. Because if you can get this in your bone, and I know you suffer from anxiety like I do, don't you? And trust me.
Yes.
Yes, she's like, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For the
If you can start to understand, Val, that you can't choose how you feel, but you can always choose what you think and do. That the power comes in not controlling the feelings, not always feeling positive, not always feeling confident and amazing, but actually having such self-mastery that you understand in a moment's notice when those waves of nervousness, the waves of anxiety, the waves of self-doubt come, that that's just a wave and you can actually choose to do something different. I am so happy that you're here. What do you want to get out of this course?
Mostly just ways to do it, exactly what you just said.
Okay. And what would happen in your life if you had the ability to self-monitor and to control those waves so that they didn't paralyze you?
Well, work would be a lot less stressful. And so I have a growing team that I manage, and I want to be able to just make them more successful also. So.
Okay. And what about for you?
Well, that makes me successful and happier and less stressed out. So.
Yes, absolutely. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
So I called on Val spontaneously like that, and for those of you that are watching, so that you could kind of have that quick surge of, uh-oh, she's really calling on people. That was a feeling. That was a feeling that came up, right? You had no control over that. Something just happened, you reacted immediately. So we're going to teach you how to have such self-control that you can take control as soon as you've got feelings that don't serve you. Because I would say at least 50% of the things that I feel in a given day do not serve me. I am dead serious. I actually said to my business partner, Mandy, where is she? She's back there. Hi, Mandy. I actually said to my business partner this morning, you know, I made a mistake. As I was on the way over, I looked at social media and I saw so-and-so was doing such and such, and that made me angry. You know, like, that doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve me. I can't choose how I might feel, but I can always choose what I think or what I do. And we're going to teach you the skill of that, and it's absolutely liberating. Because here's another statement. Your feelings are natural. So one of the things that I say all the time, we just dropped our daughter off at college for the first time, and she was in that weird kind of mind twist of a space where one chapter's ending and another chapter's beginning, but it hasn't quite begun yet. And so you don't have a routine and you feel totally off kilter and you're sort of wigged out and you're not like really standing on earth. You know, you're sort of floating in that space of in-betweenness. That feeling is natural. I mean, that feeling can be scary, but it's natural. Your behavior and your thoughts in response to any feeling are a choice. This is the most powerful thing that you could learn, that you could embody. Because the truth is, you're always forever and ever going to be putting yourself out there as a creative. Always. That's never going to change because it's your work. So anytime somebody goes, meh, at whatever you do, or they push back on the pricing, which makes you feel cheapened, or whatever might happen. You know, you don't get the sale, you lose a client. The feelings that you're going to feel, rejection, failure, insecurity, that is so natural. Of course you should feel that. What you do next is a choice. Always. And that's where your power is.